have some news. The second episode is finally here. Yeah, so some stuff that didn't make it into the final cut is this. I guess them expanding up here. These guys expanding a bit up here, but it's going to continue down here. So, let's see if I've got the same mic. Yep, they basically expand a whole lot more down here. They find it that it's like pretty sweet. And yeah. People from over here, they also take some expeditions, only staying along the coast since they have no idea what they're looking for until they reach this little dip. So they just, yeah, they kind of just form a little thing around here. And yeah, people from right here also start to go further down. And also, other countries are a bit skeptical about these two, about like green and also blue country. They don't really trust them. But purple country, they send some expedition scouts to go over here, and they find that it's a whole lot warmer, but yeah, they don't really like the warmth that much. Next thing that happens is hold on. Yep, the red country expands a whole lot more. They officially expand to reach this lake and also starts to expand further down onto it. And they wrap around the lake within a year. They also start to, like, I guess, kind of cut off, since they don't really want the blue country to actually go over here. Even though they don't really like the sea, they want to try and cut off the blue country. And they do that, but that might lead to some little, like, stuff going on. Of course, they just want to kind of stabilize themselves after that. That's why they expand over here. Yeah, also right here. Purple country, they expand further down here. They're kind of just a little long boy. And also they kind of form a little colony right here. Don't connect it. And they keep on expanding this way. Until they, like, decide not to, since they don't really want to connect with the others. So, yeah, they also explore all of that. Yeah, they basically do that. As well as more of that. And they basically expand a whole lot more over here. And soon enough, they actually start to actually thicken this up a whole lot more. The red country and also the purple country work together to, I guess, try and, like, go through this little area. Both work together. And they kind of just, the purple country, they will have like a rapid expansion phase. All the way right here, all the way down here, all the way. This part is becoming more this part is becoming more explored. While these two are kind of, these two are kind of fighting for land. This little area is finally filled in. People kind of expand a whole lot for the people. They realize it's a whole lot, like, harder than down here, so they kind of stop. In the blue country, they also send some other expedition scouts, and what do you know? They expand a whole lot, and they actually touch the red country. They threaten to actually start invading, which, yeah. So the blue country, they still are choosing to declare war, but this also might give the green country some time to also take more from the blue country. But yeah, next, they kind of exploit this whole entire area, and this is when the war begins. Yep, the blue country, they're really getting themselves in a whole bunch. Okay, so yeah, basically, the blue country has a pretty good starting off, and they actually basically take all this from the red country immediately. As well as moving further into the red country, the blue country hasn't actually seen the real military strength. So, it was time. The red country instantly pushed a whole lot into the blue country. Very, very rapidly. Immediately gaining back their coastline to the actual ocean, and also cutting off the rest of theirs. Cutting off the rest of theirs. The red country really did not mess around. They kept on expanding and expanding and expanding all the way until the blue country's, I guess, main city where the capital kind of was, right here, was almost kind of destroyed. So officially the blue country surrendered. Yep, the blue country used to expanded all the way right here. No, all the way right here. Nothing like that. And let's look at this peace treaty. So yeah, not much changed. Just the red country kind of is a whole lot more. It's a whole lot thicker. They kind of got all of Kenya. So that's one change. Oh yeah, they also got more of this. Blue country is starting to be their capital is right here, right next to the red country. They're gonna move their capital over here, but then again, the green country also kind of surrounds them. So yeah, the red country, they also keep on expanding over here. While they were doing that, while this war was happening over here, the purple country, they were also doing some things. They were exploring. They don't really like to expand that much, since they don't really find any other people to expand towards. But yeah, they kind of expand over here. This part is being, explore, sorry. They explore a whole lot over here, and they start to explore further south until they kind of just stop. They kind of promised that they wouldn't really explore that much further south, but they decided to anyway. Yeah, they also kind of go right here. The world is becoming more discovered. That's what I realized. Also, while the red country was doing that, this was being thickened up. And this little thing right here is actually also starting to be more discovered. Yep, so yeah, Tanzania is basically completely discovered. Most of, I guess South Central Africa is kind of discovered. But yeah. The purple country also expands, kind of, just to, I guess, kind of reach themselves. And the red country isn't really interested at, expanding more over here. Purple country is, and they officially, meet up with the red country. So now all the countries are kind of met up, are together. I don't know. Purple country, they also keep on, I guess, doing over here. But a few people from the purple country really didn't like how slow it was moving. So they moved further and further south. This group right here is of those people. They established a country that is an orange color right here. This country is very, I guess, they like this place. And they kind of expand a whole lot until they start exploring again. So they explore a whole lot further south, and also they explore more this way, I guess. And, yep, they kind of explore more on their trail. They don't really want to be noticed by the purple country, since the purple country really doesn't know that group of people actually decide to go away from them until I guess now, when the purple country realized, hey, we just lost a tenth of our population. Some of them inspected. Some people went to the red country, or maybe some people were kind of just forming, or kind of just mining those things. And then until they explored over here, they found out that these people, they were down here. So basically, these people, the purple country realized, and they basically said that if they tell the rest of the purple country that they were down here, then they were gonna, not do anything good. So yeah. They expand a whole lot more down here. They kind of just become this little coastal country. Kind of looking like the blue country, which is which was a giant blob for a while, like a little top hat, but a bit different, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, they also expand a whole lot more over here. And yep. They actually form a little wall where they expand. kind of make it go all the way over here to ensure that the purple country does not suspect them. But of course, it's a giant wall in the middle of nowhere, so someone is obviously living down there. Next thing that happens is the red country expanding more over here. Exploring. They explore a whole lot over here. I don't really know what to say. They really like to explore. They officially meet up with the other people right here. That becomes explored. And yeah. They also explore a whole lot of this. And they keep on exploring a bit more north. Now there's like an expedition crew that has like at least like some people of every single country. I guess every civilization. So yeah. The red country and the purple country, they form their own expedition group that these two don't really know about. They both like kind of want to explore this area very quickly. Both of them kind of reach into this area. They're not going to really take anything. They just want to explore it. Until the people that were actually exploring this, they were thinking, hey, their government or the people who lead them aren't doing anything. We should just break away. So people from the purple country and also the red country, they break away and they form their own country. But not really their own country. Sorry, I meant to say civilization. They actually don't form their own civilization yet. They're going to form it way later. They just kind of broke away already. They want to form the civilization somewhere up here. But basically, people also start to explore more along the coast, going on the Sinai Peninsula, and they stop. Yep, they just stop right there. People right here, they start sending like some backup to see if they're actually doing the job, and officially this is completely explored. And now it's back to expanding time. So yeah, they expand. The red country, they kind of expand to go all the way right here. They expand this part. They're one of the largest countries so far. The blue country, they also expand. They actually had a mini war with the green country, and they actually won this time. So they kind of took back most of the coast and also this. And they basically took all that. These two, the red country and also the blue, civilization. I'm just going to call them countries right now. I know they're not countries, but I'm just going to call them since my mind instantly thinks, oh, civilization equals country. So, yeah. So, yeah, these two, I'm going to try and call them civilizations. These two civilizations, I guess they just kind of have like a mini war that's not really that bad. It's like a rivalry, not really a war right now. They just had a major one. But yeah, the blue country kind of stops for now, and the red country, they're sensing something. Little did I know, there was a revolt happening. These people were kind of like the people on the coast that kind of really liked the ocean. The red country honestly didn't have a care in the world for them, so... civilization, sorry. So they kind of just stay there. They kind of just stay on the coast, reaching all the way down here. And, yeah. So, yeah. Just like how the purple country kind of claimed. Purple country defeats the whole purpose of the colony again. And also they expand a whole lot more. Now, the purple country, they soon fall into a major civil war. Actually, no, it's not even a civil war. It's just a whole entire breakup. This country, they were kind of unstable at the start. But now they're really, really unstable since they go into, kind of like jungle lands. Down here is, kind of savanna-y. And then also they're kind of now going into the desert or the grasslands. They're, full of completely different, climates and completely different types of people, so they collapse. So, yeah, we have the original government kind of in the middle, we have the grass, or I guess the savanna type of, or grassland, savanna, I don't know, savanna type of people down here. The desert grasslands type of people up here. And yes, I'm kind of keeping the color kind of the same because it's like they're all from the same people. These two, I know that the color isn't the same. I just didn't really want to do that. Anyways, exploring time again. Let's just say that this country, they explored a whole lot. Explored all that. Blue country, they finally decided to explore more into the desert, which they didn't really like that. And in the yellow country, they explored further south. So now we have a whole bunch of, sorry, not country, civilization. So whenever I say country, I mean by civilization. I'm so sorry about that. We have 8 total civilizations so far. So basically, the green country, they kind of collapse and they're absorbed into the blue country. Let's just say that. The blue country, they actually expand all the way up here to the, I guess, Somali, to the modern day Somalia, I guess, modern day Somalia. Yeah, they kind of look pretty. They honestly look pretty good. I'm being so honest. They look a whole lot better than the old blob shape. They're also a whole lot larger. They are the second largest civilization. First is red. It actually would be purple. That was first, but now since they're kind of gone, they're not. Red starts expanding once again, a whole lot. They expand more over here, and they expand into the area that them and also the purple country discovered. Purple country is still dealing with internal conflicts, so they don't really discover, or I guess claim this a lot. Yet. So the red country takes their advantage and takes time to discover most of that and also claim it. Yellow country, they don't really want to claim too much. They're kind of hopping around, not kind of staying in one place, hopping around all over the place. The orange country expands and touches this one, which they found out that these two people, they actually come from the same, I guess, people from the orange group were actually from this region of the purple group. So these two are kind of friends. Orange group, they kind of control the wall a whole lot more since they don't really have the threat of the purple country invading them or even hurting them anymore. So they kind of let the purple people go, and they kind of return to their homes. So yeah, purple country finally expands again. They expand all the way to right here, and yeah. This border is simplified. And yeah, that might be the end for today's episode. I don't know if it was too short. I can't really look at the time, but yeah, we've connected every single country, I guess. More countries are forming. Actually, I have one more thing in my mind I would like to do. So basically, the people in the Sinai Peninsula, I forgot to say that they actually expanded a whole lot more. Yeah, they expanded. These people, they expanded across the north. They eventually find that there's a river, that the river that kind of connects to right here is actually it's actually this really, really long river. They kind of follow it for during where all this war and all this separation was happening. They kind of follow it, and yeah, I know that this isn't the actual shape of the Nile, but in the thumbnail I'll actually have the actual shape. But it's just harder for me to actually do it, because, But, yeah. These guys, they also kind of expand more into modern day, Israel and also Palestine. Please, no hate in the comments. And they kind of also expand all the way over here, finding out that this is actually a peninsula, not a part of the same little continent that they were on, I would say. But but they don't. Then again, I don't think they really know what the continent actually is. So, if we pull up the exploration map, it's all this. So yeah, they explored a whole lot of Africa. I feel like that next episode they can probably go further into Asia or even further into like the Sahara. No, actually not. But yeah, maybe also further down here. They just kind of stopped going down here since it wasn't really that fertile to them. Yeah, third episode is coming soon. I hope you guys like this episode. Anyways, yeah. Bye.